PKA 640 may have Boogie. We'll see.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys, how much are you influenced by other people's opinion on things? Because let me tell you where I'm coming from on this. I try to watch every movie that comes out, which is a daunting task. But I try.
It's so insane.
Every movie.
I fail though on a continuous basis, and so I lean on reviewers whose reviews I trust. Not just that I trust that they're going to have an accurate, unbiased review, but it's like, hey, me and him, we vibe.
That's why Kyle comes to me for film picks.
Never once. He'll be.
I'm regarded as the critic on this show. You should tap into my advice, Taylor.
The guys from RLM, they have varying opinions on things, but I often agree with them. There's
RLM. I'm sorry, I'm lost.
Red Letter Media, the biggest movie reviewing thing on the internet. They wonderful show.
At least one fan's happy I asked. Carry on.
Yeah. Red Letter Media. I usually if they're into something, I'm like, better watch that. Put that on the list. And usually if they're against it, I just skip it entirely. I won't even bother. And I did that with the Vacation movie. But it's the remake of Vacation, the classic thing. The remake of that with
the guy from The Office.
With the guy from The Office, who the annoying one. I'm sorry, I'm spacing it. Andy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd always heard bad things about it. I think RLM in particular, they were like, another one of these. I was just watching it with the guys in there, and it was really funny. It was really funny. It was like a good movie to sit with. I don't know, maybe the exact situation we were in.
Understand remake. Does it pick up in that universe? Does it literally do the first one play for play?
You know what they actually do? They make Andy from The Office, Chevy Chase's son, Russ. And now he and his family are making the same journey that they made in the first movie. And what's the lady?
Wally World.
To Wally World.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. The car that they got, if you remember in the first movie, Chevy Chase has bought a new car for the trip. He picked one out, had it special ordered. It's a badass vehicle he's ordered, top of the line. But he ends up in this pea green Wagoneer, and they've already crushed his old trade-in, so he has no choice but to take it. And it's a humiliating car to drive across the country. And it's a big green station wagon with wood paneling. In this movie, they have the finest vehicle Albania can manufacture. It's this blue minibus. And when you look at it, you can't tell which end's the front. It's a mirror. Not only, and I was like, well, you just look for the side mirrors. No, it has side mirrors on the front and the back. So when he looks in the mirror, he's obstructed by another mirror that's looking right back at it. The keychain, there's a big panel, and it has symbols on it that are nonsensical. There was one they needed to get away.
Simpsons bit.
A trucker's chasing them, and she's like, "Hit the rabbit!" The bumper falls off. You're like, why would there be a bumper for that?
Why is
that? Later on, the car just stops working, and they're standing outside of it, and he's got the keychain now, and she's like, "Push the top hat button," and he pushes the top. He pushes the top hat. Every window in the car explodes. It shatters. And he goes, "That's it. I'm hitting the muffin." And the car drives away on its own and leaves them. And she's like, "Press the muffin again. It'll stop." And the car explodes in a fireball. And I was like, all right, this isn't highbrow humor. But
this is not highbrow humor, but I'm stoned and it's making me laugh. So
here's the best bit in the movie. They
don't spoil it.
Fuck it, who cares? They want to go to the hot springs. They're going to the fucking hot springs. They're on the car, and there's a long line of cars to get to the hot springs. And there's a wild looking local walking by, and they're like, "Hey, sir, you from around here? Where the locals go? Is there a secret way to get to these springs or something like that?" And you notice this guy's got a fucking pet rat on his shoulder. He's a real wild man.
Cool dude, yeah.
He's a real character. It's crawling around on his shoulders and shit. It's a big ass rat. And he's friendly. He's like, "Tell you what, turn back quarter mile, this dirt road, follow that to the end. That's where we go, man. I'll tell you the truth." He's like, "You're a good guy. Thank you so much. What's your pet rat's name?" He goes, "My what now?" And he starts fighting the goddamn rat and runs away. And I was like, that's such a good bit. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'd recommend that movie. I don't even think I saw the whole goddamn thing. They go to meet like his wife's brother-in-law. His brother-in-law. His brother-in-law is Thor. His brother-in-law is a wealthy cowboy version of Thor. Like the actor Chris Hemsworth is there. He walks in their bedroom that night in his underwear, and they've got a fake cock on Chris Hemsworth to like show the outline of his underwear. That's about this goddamn long. It's no, I enjoyed the movie a lot. Again, not highbrow humor, but it had me laugh.
Sometimes lowbrow humor is what the doctor ordered.
I went into it expecting to despise it.
Where did you watch it? Like streaming service?
Oh, I don't know. One of the boys in there was just streaming it to me
on Discord.
Yeah,
and that's good enough to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really looking for a cinematic experience. I got it on my 1080p monitor over here. I'm just mostly chuckling along with them at the jokes and stuff, you know. And plus, it's a comedy. I watched Interstellar like last night. I put that on the big screen, turned the lights off, got the sound system on. That's a different experience.
You know what movie is that for me? Martian, the Matt Dillon one. Yeah,
the audio's amazing in that. Yeah.
I was going to call that out. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We've had this conversation.
You mentioned. I remember it.
Woody's like Woody's just like an Alzheimer, like a friend, a good friend with Alzheimer's. You're like gonna have the same conversations, but you like having them. It's
great for me. Like I think I might watch that movie you recommended, whatever that thing was, a couple times.
Yeah.
It's terrific. It's a better life, really.
It is a better life. You can just rewatch series that you watched so fucking stoned that it's new again.
That's happened.
Jackie something today that was a year and a half in the making. She's been practicing and working, and we got her a license plate for her motorcycle. Tomorrow, she's going to leave the nest and ride outside the subdivision for the first time.
With your supervision, I hope.
Yeah. I don't know if she should follow me. I'd rather follow her, but she prefers to follow. So we'll see how it works out. But tomorrow, we're going to ride bikes outside the neighborhood. First time.
If it's like learning regular bikes, you should be behind her.
I rode mine for like 2 hours today. It was such a goddamn beautiful day. I'm sure you have a nice place for y'all to go ride. But like I like cruising around neighborhoods. Like literally, like just I'll roll through like stop signs and stuff. Yeah. Like I just like cruising around, man.
They call him the school zone kid.
All right, not school zones. God damn. Yeah, today was a really beautiful day.
I like neighborhoods too.
So she's going out into the wild, huh? This is
she is, yeah.
It's a scary time.
A little nerve-wracking.
Path picked out in my head. Kyle knows this, but for people who don't, I think it's easier. Like to just go ride around on farm roads is probably one of the lower skill things that happens in motorcycling.
100%.
It is easier than what she does all the time, which is basically parking lot drills, just U-turns, figure eights. We bought cones for her to slalom. That stuff is harder than farm roads.
It's more high pressure in a parking lot. If somebody's waiting on you. It can. I had to learn right away, like turn around and go like, it's gonna be a second here. Like, I don't know if you got to be somewhere quick. You might want to just go around because I'm gonna take a second here. I'm gonna do this fucking maneuver because the last thing I'm gonna do is drop this son of a bitch at Bilo. Or wherever the fuck we are, you know. No, I wish you guys all the luck on your maiden voyage out into the real world. I wish you all the luck.
We took the Goldwing out today, the big blue one. It's the one people like, which I don't know. You started at the top, like, are you influenced by other people? Yes, I am. But yeah, we took that bike out today, and it was a good time.
Like, what do you mean? Did you like see that motorcycle on somebody's YouTube channel and go buy it?
Not for the purchasing it, but when you said it in real time, I was like, YouTube influences me huge, and their reviews and such were part of why I picked that one amongst those in the class. But also every time I see my bikes, like I see that one, I'm like, that's the one everyone says is beautiful. That's the one everyone else likes. I like them all, but
the KTM paint job is neat to me.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, like I remember looking at Grons early on and like thinking some of those with that orange paint looked real nice. I don't know. I like that color. Color. And I like what that bike does. I like how versatile it is. I think if you had to like actually go like scary time and you know the disaster has struck, like man, that's the bike, right? Like we can go on road, off road. We can do both of them. It's so versatile and it's quick at all those things. Fuel economy.
A couple 100 miles between fuel stops.
Yeah, and you carry a lot of fuel.
What is the the dumbest thing you've almost or perhaps been influenced to buy? From
one Kyle got me. Yeah, I bought a high-powered laser because
1.6 watts, baby.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm talking about. There's no function.
I got mine out 2 hours ago and roasted a fucking wasp. He was trying to get away. I'm just like, motherfucker, anti-air. Let's go.
It's funny imagining you're in your living room just ruining the ceiling.
Dude,
ruined him.
In the reef keeping world, there's this pest that grows on your rocks called Aptasia. It's a kind of an anemone. It's ugly, and its problem is it grows next to the things you want to be there and stings them. So you need to kill them. There's a couple ways to kill them. You can try to put super glue on them and just build them a little tomb right there. Same thing, but epoxy. There's some natural predators, which we'll probably do, or lasers. There's a laser you can buy for this purpose, and it's all safeguarded. It comes with laser glasses. It only works underwater. You can't hold it in the air. And I'm like, fuck that thing. I got a laser right here. Where's the one Kyle told me to buy? So I hold that thing up against the glass and I just wait. And it shrivels up and it like goes into a little ball. It's like, stop it, Woody, stop it. I'm like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. And I just laser this Aptasia, this kind of anemone until it shrinks, and it takes like days before it feels well enough to come out. And I'm like, you're not dead? You're not dead? Round 2, asshole. Right? So I have found a use for that.
That's hilarious. I love that you're just standing there.
Dude, that laser is
just grimacing at it.
Dude, so the laser that I don't have, the one you hold underwater and stuff.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of people on these like reef keeping forums showing pictures of their cloudy-eyed fish who went in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh.
And they're like, I got Goldie in the eye.
I gave him LASIK.
Well, that's careless reef keeping. I don't care where you're from.
Give a clownfish LASIK.
By the way, Taylor, if you want to be my first LASIK patient, I work cheap. Just
shit. That's a nightmare.
Not even the real doctors will do that. And eye doctors are kind of like dentists. We know, they're not.
They lack my bravery. I'll do it.
I need someone with gumption and stick to it. We're not quit. I won't let you quit. On top of my eye, I'm bleeding to death.
When I was roasting that wasp, I was thinking like how awful it would be to just like point it into my own eye. Like just take it. Like it would blind you permanently. Did
I tell you about that kid that like randomly in grade school ran over to me, Philip, and he went, Taylor, watch this. And he went, he just like looked at the sun for a few seconds. And I was just like, what is wrong with you? But
I told the story ages ago, but when I was a freshman in high school, there was this guy, Tom. Tom was kind of a class clown and really got more like an outsized amount of attention. And he comes to school one day and his eye, like everything that's supposed to be white is just blood looking. It's so red. And he's like, we're all like, what happened? What happened? He's mum on the topic. He doesn't want to tell us how he injured his eye because it's so fucking stupid. But that just Streisand it. Like now the whole school needs to know why this man's eye is, or this child's eye is injured. And what he did, it was Christmas, and there were directions on the Christmas light box that said, do not put these in boiling water. So he was like, I gotta know what happens. Apparently, you poke your eye out because the bulb exploded in the boiling water and it hit him right in the eye, and that's how he injured himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
what a dumbass. There was this kid, Jared, in like kindergarten, first grade. He was the kid that he shoved me down. He pushed me. In kindergarten, he pushed me down in a line. And I remember thinking, what a bully. What a big bully you are, Jared. But I remember Jared had like, those retarded things kids will do to get attention? Well, he would like go and like make his face redder than anyone's face has ever been. Jesus. And he did that once with like his eyes closed, all like... And he like opened his eyes back up to do it, and he had burst a blood vessel in one of his eyes. Not like all red or anything, but like that bottom corner was all red. And we were all like, oh, Jared, your eye. And he had to go to the nurse. It turns out it's like the least big deal, biggest scary looking thing in the world, where it's like, it's fine, but it's horrifying. Like just, it'll go away. Maybe we won't. Either way. What's new with you guys? How you doing?